Wow, One Piece episode 570 was a freaking awesome episode. I loved it. Who would have thought that the ending episodes of the arc, the closing out, shifting from arc to arc would be this freaking awesome, man. Thumbs up for this amazing episode, honestly. I really love this episode, truly, because it moved along the major plot, the bigger elements of the actual One Piece story, and I really enjoyed it. It starts off with Caribou learning, secretly hearing the conversation between Robin and Neptune about Shirahoshi being Poseidon, and automatically that makes me think that Caribou is going to be a bigger threat later on down the line. And I bet you anything that it's going to be Caribou's fault, that probably the government and many other people are going to find out about Shirahoshi. I just know it because that was already a little plot point right there. Oda just threw that in there for later development. I bet you anything, regardless of what happens to Caribou, he gets caught or anything, he is going to be the one that's going to spill the beans regarding Shirahoshi and lead to a lot of destruction. Then we get the news of, the things we need to know that's happened in the past 2 years. First of all, Akainu and Aokiji had a battle for Fleet Admiral position. To me, to be honest with you, I think that Aokiji should have got the position. Like, automatically he should have got it because I believe it was Sengoku wanted him to get it, but then the higher-ups wanted Akainu to get it. But, the previous fleet admirals should have the say-so, so there shouldn't have been a war, a battle or anything. And nonetheless, Akainu comes out the victor, and I'm really pissed off about that, to be honest, too. Just because I just wanted to see, like, a crushing defeat of Akainu, but we're going to have to wait a long way down the road. And, of course, plot-wise, it makes more sense. It can't be Aokiji to do it, but, man, because, first of all, I love Aokiji. He's freaking awesome. And at the same time, I hate Akainu, but I don't hate him as far as, like, oh, he's a garbage character written poorly. I mean, I just hate him for what he's done, and I wanted to see Aokiji really be the victor. But, again, it makes more sense for, Akainu to win and become Fleet Admiral, and things are just going to get more crazy from here. Interesting to see that Akainu, he really isn't a horrible person. He maybe is very strict and, like, goes way overboard. He's an extremist, but he's not that bad because at the end of the day, he didn't kill Aokiji. He, spared his life. So that shows the true character of Akainu and how dastardly he is towards other people. But when it comes to Marines and fellow comrades, he's not that bad. And their fight lasted for 10 days. Oh my God, I love this part of the. I remember the manga went crazy for it, and in the anime I went more crazy because you just have all the extraness to it, the music, the voice acting, and everything. And while Jinbei's telling the story, I'm more intrigued than anything. I'm just like, whoa. And then we learn about Blackbeard and how these 2 years, him and his crew have gotten so notorious that he is now considered a Yonko, up there with Big Mom, Kaido, and Shanks. I love how Oda did this, honestly. It was just freaking awesome. Just awesome. I loved it. How is he stealing devil fruit powers? Because apparently they're going around stealing the strongest devil fruit powers. And obviously this stems from way back when he stole Whitebeard's powers. So what is it that he knows? Is it the Yami fruit that is helping him to do this in combination with something else? Did he find out the secret? Obviously, I'm not going to give any spoilers of the manga of anything that's happening in the future, but did he find out the secrets of the devil fruits and exactly what happens with them when someone passes away or something? What is it that Blackbeard knows? I'm just really like, wow. It was just awesome. Also, some minor things as well that you got to pick up on. Luffy senses Caribou, and he tells Zoro and Sanji, hey, you guys, you sense that animal or whatever, you feel that? And they're like, yeah, so automatically hints that they both at least have sensory hockey. Beast, love that part as well. It's like, you gotta really, like, pay attention to pick that up, because not you just be like, okay, whatever, So I caught that very quickly. And overall, this episode is like, you got so much to it. Such a great episode filled with so much content. Horty and his crew are now old as shit. The side effects of the pills and everything. I believe it was the box that they opened. It turned them old as shit after a while. And it's just like, it's crazy to see them. It's like, no more Revenge of the Fishman for them. They're done. They're no more. Unless there's some reverse side effect that they'll go back to their normal state. There won't be no more Revenge of Horty. Horty is done. He's gone. And I loved it. I was just laughing my ass off. Like, that is exactly what you deserve for being such an annoyance and a nuisance for this entire arc, Horty. You and your crew. And for the most part, this episode, again, just everything was really good about it. Nothing spectacular about the animation. Animation wasn't, like, crazy through the roof or anything like that. I wish we would have got a couple of filler scenes. maybe showing Akainu Aokiji just, throwing some blows, something, but probably Oda will handle that later on down the line. We'll see a nice, good flashback, full, solid fight between the two, and I can't wait for that. And then the episode ends, and it gets even crazier. Big Mom's people show up to get the sweets because, she's governed that place at that point, and she has a deal, I'll watch over you guys, supply me with candy. Crazy to see what's going to happen next week. What do you guys think about this? So many questions were asked with this one. For starters, were you glad Akainu won, or were you wanting Aokiji to win? Did it make more sense to you that Akainu won the battle for a Fleet Admiral? Also, thoughts on Blackbeard being a Yonko now, and how is he stealing the powers of, devil fruit powers? And what do you think about what's going to happen with Big Mom? So many questions. Awesome episode, 10 out of 10. Fishman Island at least is going out with a bang. It's not people's favorite arc or anything like that, but episodes like this, going out with a bang. That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for Akainu Aokiji going at it, because this episode's freaking awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.